hardtail time. Haven't taken the hardtail out in way too long. And we got ourselves a pretty breezy day today. And it just rained 3 days ago, so you can see the electric motorcycle dudes tearing shit up because they don't give two flying fucks about the trails and they're stupid teenagers. So it is what it is. It's stupid, but that's what the kids do. Stupid shit. Warm October day. It's probably 85 degrees here. But I do not mind because I like the warm weather. I mean, I used to like the cold weather. It's funny, when I started riding bikes, mountain bikes, give me warm weather every day of the week. Used to like the rain, don't even like the rain anymore. It keeps me off the trails. Probably a good 10-mile-an-hour headwind right here, but mountain bike, no cares given. Did a short 27-mile ride this morning on the road bike, but I need my dirt. I needs my dirt in the afternoon. I actually like both disciplines. They both do different things for me. Road bike gives me the endurance side, and this kind of gives me that low end. What little bit of low end I have. And this kind of gives you an edge on the climbing. Because we all know mountain bike's twice as hard as road bike. Don't really know what ride I'm going to do today. Just kind of make it up as I go. Hey, at least no fire today. This is fire weather. October for sure. Shortcut here, Simi Hills Golf Course. Yep, another golf course, friends. Bouncy hardtail, bouncy. All right. Now I wish I had more air pressure. So this kind of parallels hole number 5 here at Simi Hills. I think it's hole 5. Only played this course a couple times and not very well. but it's a fun little way to get where we're going. A little more climbing, which is always fun. So here's the course. He's lining up his putt. You have to whisper over here, right? Let's see if you can sink this for the bogey. I don't know, he's taking another walk at it. I think we're making him nervous over here. Oh, yeah, he's about 2 feet short. Either that or he's taking his time. I didn't see him roll, but yeah, 2-foot putt. 2-foot putt for the victory. Can he do it? And that's a solid no. So, gotta love fall days like this where it's 80 degrees, but it's still not that hot, right? Got a wind, time is changing, and we're about to hit Simi Valley, the sweetest little short track, sweetest little single track. Let's turn our bell. Apologize for the wind, folks. Can't do nothing about it. It is keeping me cool, however. Saw a guy up here riding a bike with a shovel around his back. So I can only assume did some trail maintenance. See if we can see any. The hardtail, it's bumpy. Although faster. I'm faster on the hardtail. I don't know why. I guess because you don't have the rear sloshing around. Nice quiet Friday, nobody out here so far. When we get to the top, we'll show you this hardtail, what I like and what I don't like. About it. Usually pedal strike right there, but I didn't today. Maybe see some rattlers today in this warm weather. There's a big nasty one lives down here. I see you periodically. Yes, I know it's fire road. Give me a break, I'm old. I don't want to break my hip again. Still get a good workout because you push as hard as you want. My days of sending it, I'm afraid, are over. But that's okay, because this is just as fun. And the oil weepers, you can see them on the camera. He's been playing in the oil weepers again. Alright, I will take you through this here climb. The official name, I think, for this, and you can correct me, is Tapo, but us locals call it by the local Strava name, which is, I believe it's Tapo front side. Might be Tapo back side, I don't know. To me it's front side because I live on the other side. But fun little easy single track, very bumpy, but Porsches have really bumped this place up over the years. Just a very pleasant trail, nothing hard. I always look at that big mountain back there and think of the ice wall from Game of Thrones, because it's about the same height, maybe 100 feet less. And in this hollowed tree here, there's a picture of the baby Jesus. So, got someone looking over us. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Yeah, baby. Little Austin Powers reference. Man, so far nobody on this here trail today but me. It's Friday, about I'd say 3:15. Most people are stuck in traffic here in LA, but I am out here enjoying this beautiful day in trail. Little chunkies in here, and getting onto this hardtail topic. This is kind of why I like this bike. You can really just rip through this chunkiness because you don't have to wait for the rear end sag to catch up. Yes, it's harder on your backside, but I got big old fat tires on this sucker. I think there's 2.8s, so plenty of sidewall to help you out. Good through sand. Good through any condition, really. Just, you know, it's got a dropper, so you can get your shred on. But when we get to this top of this hill, we will examine this bike. Kona Honzo is the name of this bike, and it's quite the history, at least with me. Let's keep you all the way through here so you can see what this trail's like. Not hard. A lot of hikers do this. I try to do this climb at least once a week. Wind is not a factor down here. We're in the canyons, so get protection. However, when we get to the business end of this climb, we should have a tailwind. It's almost always a tailwind. Santa Ana winds, they blow from east to west, north to south slightly. So we should have a little tailwind. Not that it really matters on a mountain bike, but it's just nice to get a little cooling. Sorry about the bell, but could be e-bikers flying down here any second. Normally, I'd be cranking my tunes, but there's copyright issues doing that. Hikers don't always like that, but you're fronting past them before they know it. And if we're going to see a rattlesnake, it could very well possibly be up here. I think there's a snake den. I mentioned that before in my other videos. But they don't really care to interact with humans typically, unless you fuck with them, which I do not. And the climb portion. Horse crap, dried horse crap on the trail. Some new ruts from the rain, nothing significant. Feel the wind at our backs very slightly. I think they call this Tapo Speedway coming down. Some people call it the lollipop because basically the shape. Ooh, got one coming.
Sorry, bud.
No good. So I was afraid of. That's why we got the bell. All right, that wasn't bad at all. That's how you do it, guys. Climber has the precedence. Climber has the right of way. And those guys did exactly what they're supposed to. Now we're feeling that wind. I will have to check what is the history of this trail. It has to be really old. I guess it doesn't have to be, but I would figure it was. It's all true mesh Indian territory here at some point. So more grindy stuff. I'm at 14%. Nothing too bad. Especially on this bike, you can really plan it. 27.5s on here, so don't have that big 29er. Feels a little more nimble. And you stay to the right here, it's a lot less bumpy. Like I said, there's a horse ranch up here. I will show you that. And that's why this trail has really gotten beat up. They like to come out when it's wet. Maybe the horses like it better. There's that tailwind. Just like I predicted. I'm sweating now. go left on this rut. So I've done both. No particular reason. And then I like to go over here. So this will be the second time I did this week. A new rut right here. Diagonal it. So it should give me the local legend on Strava for this, but I don't really care either way. It's just a participation trophy, and this is the final stretch here of this short climb. This can be tough if you're, you know, your legs are worn, but it's really not that bad. Just fun. Great climb for beginners. Okay, we have reached the summit. The hills around here, there's a couple high spots that I have yet to take you guys on, but there's a really awesome little peak over here, and I've always wanted to find a way over there. There is no trail over there, but that is the highest point of these low hills over here. So ignore the trespassing sign, because these people, as far as I know, they never give me grief, but I never go too far here. I'm just here to show you their little humble abode, horse trails. We'll talk about this bike. Okay, bike riders. It's actually the next day because my battery ran out, and so I had to climb up here again. But let's talk about this bike. What I like about this bike, it's got the 51. It's got these big fatty tires. I think they're 2.8s, but don't quote me on that. The front one, I've got still just the race tire on it, but at back I put the knobby on. The Maxxis Minion. Got the dropper post. It's got a 30 tooth. It's got, I believe those are those got to be at least 120, 140 front shock. Good braking system. It's a medium, which fits me better. And it's just a very nimble feeling bike with a short wheelbase like that. 27.5s, it just turns on a dime. It's a little uncomfortable because it's a hardtail, but what are you going to do? That's life on a hardtail. But I'm definitely faster on this bike than I am on the full sush. And yeah, it's got the wolf tooth, so not a huge cage on it, but enough to get through those gears. Shifts smoothly, and it was only 800 bucks. Half off, 50% off. And the reason I like this bike is that I went back east, I rode a Kona JS2, and wow, that bike just was so much fun. Just very cool, very different than the full suspension Norco I have. Just really different feeling. Very fun to go around corners and tree roots, and just, you know, basically just go send it type of bike. So yeah, good bike. Negatives, of course, no rear suspension, but it's also a positive in a way. And other than that, it's got a weird axle pull through axle with this 5-point separated pivot with some O-rings, which is weird. But I mean, if you have to change your tire on the trail, it's a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's your Norco Kona Honza. I'm sorry, Kona Honza, not Norco. Okay, so yeah, I got to get out of here because I'm getting eaten alive by skeeters. But yes, that's your breakdown on the Kona Honza aluminum frame hardtail mountain bike. Now, I don't take this bike out that often, but it's primarily a backup bike. But sometimes I just have to take this bike out. Just too much fun to let it sit in the garage. So we're gonna rip this descent here. So for yesterday, after the battery died, I set my fastest time down this sucker. Of course, the winds helped me a little. So let's see how we do today. I forgot to turn the bell on. There we go. Campers. Riding this thing down this hill, firmly planted. I mean, where's it gonna go? Not as windy as yesterday, but a little bit of tailwind. Wide arc there. And a quiet day out here for hikers. Alrighty then, just about wraps up this downhill.